Welcome everyone, Killtec here. Today I want to show you guys Minmatar target painting, electronic warfare. This is the next step after the Galente one. And before I start, these are the two ships that alpha clones can use for target painting. As you can see, the effectiveness is the same on both, but the frigate variant gets a higher optimal range. As far as skilling goes, guys, you can only level to level 1 on target painting, which only reduces the capacitor need for your target painters. And as far as signature focusing goes, which will increase the effectiveness of your target painters, you can skill any levels. So to explain you guys what target painters actually do, I have to talk a little bit about missiles. For that reason, I'm going to open up some missiles. Let's start with the rocket standard. Okay, then get us some light missiles. Yes, then heavy. And let's get cruise missiles. And yeah, let's get torpedoes too. So let's talk about missiles, guys. How do missiles work? They work definitely different than turrets. Normally a missile will always hit if two conditions are met. First is you have to be in range, and second is there is no defending missiles. With defending missiles, I mean nothing that will intercept the missiles. If those two are met, you will hit your target 100%. The only thing that changes with hitting missiles is the damage amount. And why the damage amount varies is the thing that I'm going to explain right now. As you can see, every missile has an explosion velocity and an explosion radius. Those are the two factors that we need right now. As you can see, the light missile has the doubled explosion radius, velocity. Light missile has more, and as you can see, it is starting to decrease with the heavy missiles, the cruise missiles, and the torpedo even has a little bit more. And the explosion radius is going more up. So what does this actually mean? To tell you what this means, I need to let me get this out of the way. I need to get a ship. Let's just get this frigate. So the explosion radius is the radius of how big the explosion will be. So if your signature radius of your ship, like this one, is smaller than the explosion radius of the missile, that means the missile is doing 100% damage in this complete area of explosion radius. If you are smaller, if your signature radius is smaller than that, that means you are not getting 100% of the damage of the missile because you are smaller. The rest of the missile damage vanishes around you somewhere. This diminishes the damage that you can get from a missile. The next thing that decreases the damage of a missile is explosion velocity. When the explosion occurs, this is the speed within the explosion occurs. So that means if you are in that moment flying with a ship with a higher speed than the explosion velocity, this will also decrease the damage that you get. And that's why small ships are really hard to, well, not really hard to hit, but more like really difficult to get damage on. We have some skills to fix that. As you can see, I have missile bombardment for maximum flight time. That does not increase our damage. Missile projection. That doesn't. We have, for example, target navigation prediction. Negates the effect of a target's speed upon the explosion impact. 10% decrease per level in factor of target's velocity for all missiles. So this means we can compensate a little bit for the speed that our target has. And we can get guided missile precision. This precision missile homing proficiency at this skill increases the accuracy of a fired missile's exact point of impact, resulting in greater damage to small targets. 5% decrease per level and factor of signature radius for all missile explosions. So as you can see, one skill is compensating for the speed of the target, and one skill is compensating for the signature radius of your target. So these two are really important skills to have to get a better applied damage to your target. So what does this actually mean for you when you are using, or what is the effect of target painting? First of all, if you are using target painting, every missile flying boat will love you. So let's just get 3 target painters on here. And as you can see, it has a 31% signature radius modifier. This means the signature radius of your target will get higher. What does this mean for you and for your comrades or your fleet? First of all, other ships will need less time to lock this target because it has a higher signature radius. Second is every missile that hits this target will do more damage because it got higher signature radius. And with that, let me just show one little example more. If you see a small frigate which is activating his micro warp drive, as you can see, when it's deactivated, we have a signature radius of 44 meters. If the micro warp drive is activated, this gets over 200. So you can apply more damage on someone who is actively using his micro warp drive. Just a side note. That's actually the only thing that these target painters do. It lights your target. That's the easiest way to say it. It lights your target so that you apply more damage with missiles. And with that said, let's move directly on to the Tech 2 variant on the frigate. And actually, just let me show you the ships. We have the Hyena for frigates, and we have the Hugin and the Reaper as for cruiser sized. So target painting is 10% more effectiveness on all with level, and as you can see, we now have a bonus on Stasis Webifier on all these Tech 2 ships. This is the secondary electronic warfare that is Minmatar, that Minmatars are using. And what does that? This is really easy. As I was explaining, the 2 factors of target ship, which decreases your missile damage, is his signature radius and his speed. So With the target painting, we got a higher signature radius for more damage, but we didn't have anything for speed. Now, as you can see, we have a longer range on Stasis Webifier, which means we can use Stasis Webifier from more far away from your target, and decrease the speed of an enemy target. That means the target has now a higher signature and less speed. So these are the two crucial factors to your missile damage. So as you can see, this would decrease the target's speed by 16% and would have a range of 26 kilometers. And this would increase the signature radius by 45% and 45% with a range up to 17 kilometers. So I would say the electronic warfare from Minmatar is much easier to use, and even on a less skilled character, it is still usable. For example, with the Galente, if you are not getting out of range of your target with the remote sensor dampeners, then they actually have done nothing good for you. But even but with Minmatar, if you don't get it up to signature radius or down to a specific speed of your target, that does not mean that it was useless at all. You will still have an effect on him, even if it is less for a fully leveled, fully skilled Tech 2 character. You will still do more damage. Okay guys, this will be it for this little guide. I hope you enjoyed it and liked it. Please share this with your friends. I still have 2 more to go, the Amar and the Kaldari. They will come up next. So guys, please like and share the video, subscribe if you are not subscribed guys, and Killtec out.